remote connections. Okay, so let's go to client 1, create a connection and see how we would connect. Okay, to have access to remote desktop, simply go to Start, All Programs, Accessories, Communications, and here it is, Remote Desktop Connection. Okay, so this would open up. Just click Option to see what kind of options we have here. First of all, the IP address. As I said, if you're connecting to another computer, we need the public IP address over the. If you're connecting to another computer over the internet, we need the public IP address. If you're connecting to a VPN server to connect to another organization, you need the public IP address of that VPN server. If you're connecting on the to the other computer on the same LAN network, you need the local IP address. If you're connecting to another computer on a work group, again you need the local IP address. If you're looking for the local IP address, what you have to do is just simply come to Start, Run, type ipconfig, click Enter, and okay, my mistake. Click on Run again, CMD first, command prompt, and ipconfig here, and Enter. And here, as you see, this is the local IP address of this computer, 194.225.33.10. This is the IP address you need to connect to that computer. So to get the local IP address of that computer, you have to ask the user, or either you have to go at the computer and just open up this CMD command prompt and type ipconfig and find the local IP address of that specific computer. Okay, so what I have to do, for example, I'm going to connect to client 2. Let's go to see what's the IP address of client 2. Go to client 2. I'm on client 2 right now. Go on Start, run CMD, type ipconfig here, and it has the IP address of 194.225.33.20. so let's go to client 1. I've already entered the IP address here. The user, right now I'm going to be entering Jane with the user password. Remember, Jane and Mike were the user on the destination machine that we're going to connect to. I'm not on the domain right now, so I won't be entering this. And I could create a shortcut as well. I could click Save As, so my settings would be saved, and desktop, give it a name, for example, Jane's computer. I already have one, Jane's computer, and simply save it. So whenever you want, just simply double click on Jane's computer. This way you would simply just connect. Okay, let's check the other settings we have here. Display depends on the connection that you have. You would choose a full screen or either lower resolutions. The colors that you have, I would choose a true color here, for example. Go to local resources, bring sound to this computer, and the other option, do not play, leave at the remote computer, and so on. Other options like Alt and Tab. When you choose Alt and Tab, it would actually explore other windows that are open right now. So you would actually, by choosing this, it would, in full screen, it would enable Alt plus Tab, Alt and Tab at the same time on the remote computer, and so on. And you might want to connect automatically to these local devices such as printers. Yeah, I want to print something, so I would be able to connect to it here before I actually remote connect to the computer, and I would be able to print actually anything that I want on that computer with the printer that is connected to it. So go on Programs. We've got Startup Programs. If you want a program to be started up as soon as you remote connect to that computer, just simply place it here, the path and file name, and so on. The Experience tab, which depending on the connection you have, whether it's a modem, a broadband connection, or a LAN connection, there were several options here down here. Desktop background, if you don't want to see the desktop background when you're connected, simply just remove it, and so on. Bitmap caching, themes, menu and window animation, and so on. Okay, so I'm good to go. So I just simply click Connect to see whether I would be able to connect or not. Okay, I'm connected right now. When this pops up, it shows that I'm connected. I entered the username and password, so that will be logging in too. Okay, so I'm logged in. Here, as you see, I'm logged in on the computer. Would be able even to ping my own computer, which has an IP address 194.225.33.10. As you see here, I'm getting replies, and so on. I will be able to do anything here. Okay, so one other thing that I have to say is that when you're this connection that we just made is called a session. Okay, so if you want to leave the session and come back to it, and you want to see everything the same as it was, simply what you have to do is click this close button. It would leave everything as it is. For example, if I open this new text document, type something here and don't close it, and if I close this connection, close this session, what would happen is just the second time that would be I would be actually connected back to this computer again, everything would be as the same that I'm looking at right now. For example, go ahead and close this. Let's close this and let's connect again. Jane's computer, as you see, I use the shortcut, it's connecting automatically for me, but I have to give the password probably here. Yeah, password, log in, and as you see here, the notepad, everything is open still. Okay, so but to disconnect from a session, so you're done with everything, you just want to disconnect from the session, simply close everything and come to start and disconnect again, and you will be disconnected just by a click. Okay, so I don't think there's anything left much to say. One thing is that on the new remote desktop version, which is in Windows Vista, you might be running into problems sometimes. Make sure on the last tab you've actually chosen the always connect if authentication fails from the drop down list. We will talk about authentication and so on in later videos, but right now since we're talking about the older version of remote desktop, we'll just leave it to this, and I would give this advice so you're not gonna meet any problems. Okay, I hope you enjoyed the video, and well, if you got any questions, problems, anything, just leave a comment on the weblog below down there, so I would actually give your answer as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.